Hey team, just going to talk about our behavior flow chart that we're going to use here at Prairie Ridge Middle School. It pretty much is self-explanatory, but I want to point out a couple of the items here. First and foremost, connections, be proactive in the classroom, and actively move throughout the room. We want to make sure that our students know that we know what what they are doing, all the time. But when those situations happen and we need to correct some student behaviors, I want you to look at this flowchart, kind of read through it, and kind of use as a guide. So this is something that you're reading before the situations instead of on the spot situations. So example, when we're operating through a situation happens, and then teachers need to look at how do we manage it? Is it something that we can take control of ourselves? Or is this something we need to get the administrator involved? Now, when there's a safety issue, it's clearly contact administrator or our CPI team, which this process will kind of guide you through what that looks like. Fill out a referral, a corrective consequence referral. We document it. We address it. We're the ones making communications to home. Now, keep in mind, when it's turned over to us, it's turned over to us. That means that we're the ones taking the lead on how this all rolls through. If it's something that needs to be taken care of in the classroom by the teacher, which is a majority of the situations, especially when safety is not a concern, I want you to look through here. Did those actions help? Has it been corrected? If yes, what do we go to? How do we operate down here? If no, we're going to reevaluate, maybe get the administrator in place, or go back up and try something new. Most of the time, it's go back up and try something new. Then when we get down here, you're going to notice that it talks about referrals. How often do we do it, and when do we contact the parents? The first one, it's going to be you're just going to take care of it. We're going to document it for our purposes. You're going to make sure it's clear to the student what the expectation is. Now, reteaching's got to be more than just words. It's got to be, okay, this is how we do it. The same situation happened the second time. You're going to go through the same process. This time we're contacting parents. This will be the first time that we're contacting the family in this particular situation. And then I want you to continue to read on down. We're going to get the family involved again. We're down in the fourth situation, then we're going to come back up and it's time to get other extra support in place. Keep in mind, proximity, relationships, rapport with students. It goes a lot better when the parents understand that you're looking out for the best interest of a child and that you've tried interventions and we have actual documentation to see how it worked or it didn't work. At this time, I would like you to view an example video of what it looks like to be actively supervising students.